Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to discuss about the MCQs based on 13th March 2017 current affairs, and these are presented by me, Roman Sani. So let's get started. Instructions are pretty clear, you can follow them here. And question number 1, consider the following statements on ancient seaport and urban center Muziris. It was located on the Malabar coast in the present day state of Kerala. Okay, this is correct. It was a well-known hub of international trade with the ancient empires of Persia, Greece and Roman Empire. This is also correct. It finds frequent mention in Sangam literature. This is also correct. So answer is D 1, 2, 3. So Mujiris is an important concept which you should know about. And all these statements are correct here. So Mujiris is as old as 3000 BC. So Mujiris is as old as 3000 BC, and although available literary evidence suggests that it dates back to 1st century BC, and it was key to the trade of spices, precious stones among others between South India and Persians, Egyptians, Greek and Roman Empire. Question number 2, which of the following statements on United Nations Population Fund are correct? So here it is a UN agency that works on the field of sexual and reproductive health and rights. Yes, this is correct. And it is guided by the 1994 program of action of the International Conference on Population and Development. This is also correct. Answer is C, both 1 and 2. So UNFPA works in more than 150 countries and territories that are home to the vast majority of the world's people, and its mission is to ensure that every pregnancy is wanted, every childbirth is safe, and every young person's potential is fulfilled. So answer is C, both 1 and 2. Question number 3, which of the following is not a byproduct of crude oil refining? So lubricating oil is yes, liquefied natural gas is also, paraffin wax is also, but coke is obtained from coal, it is not obtained from crude oil refining. A, B and D are obtained from crude oil refining. Answer is C. So coke is traditionally derived from coal with high carbon content, and although man-made coke known as petroleum coke or pet coke, it is derived from oil refinery coker units or other cracking process. It is also widely used, but coke is traditionally derived from coal. So anyway, rest of the three are definitely product of refining. Question number 4, consider the following statements on Sukanya Samriddhi account SSA. The scheme aims at achieving financial security and financial dependence to girls, children and women. Yes, both public and private sector banks as well as post office offer the facility of opening SSA account. Yes, both are correct. Answer is C, both 1 and 2. So both these statements are correct. Sukanya Samriddhi account can be opened at any post office and public or private sector banks in the country, and it can be availed for any girl child who is 10 years old or less, and money which is saved via this scheme is to provide for higher education of girl and for her wedding expenses. The maturity period of the account is 21 years, so you have to keep this in mind as well. Question number 5, consider the following statements on Chandrayaan 1 mission. Okay, so it aimed at employing a rover on the surface of the moon. Okay, this is wrong. It is a lunar orbiter and impactor only and not a rover. So this statement is wrong. The project involved chemical and mineralogical mapping of the entire lunar surface at high spatial resolution. This is correct. So answer is B, that is 2 only. So as I was saying, Chandrayaan 1 mission involved a lunar orbiter and an impactor, not a rover. And the mission involved chemical and mineralogical mapping of the entire lunar surface at high spatial resolution, especially elements like magnesium, aluminium, silicon, calcium, iron, titanium, radon, uranium and thorium. Let us move forward. Question number 6, consider the following statements on Africa's Sahel region. Which of the following is correct? So it is a biogeographical region of transition between Sahara Desert and Savannah. 100% correct. Niger River flows through this region. This is also correct. Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Ghana, Chad, Niger, Nigeria, Sudan. These are the countries which lies in the Sahel region. So I will show you now. So this is called as the Sahara Desert. This is the Savannah. This region which is called as the Sub-Saharan Africa, it is also called as Sahel. The Sahel is the ecoclimatic and biogeographical zone or transition in Africa between the Sahara to the north and the Sudanian savanna to the south. It has a semi-arid climate, and this zone is very prone to deforestation and desertification. Question number 7. Which of the following organizations are included in the World Bank group? So International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, this is traditionally known as World Bank. International Development Association, this is also part of World Bank Group. IFC is also part of World Bank Group, and MEGA is also part of World Bank Group. Answer is D, 1, 2, 3, 4. All the following are correct. So all the 4 institutions are part of the World Bank Group. Question number 8, consider the following statements on Index of Industrial Production IIP. So it is compiled and published by CSO on monthly basis. It measures the short term changes in the volume of production of a basket of industrial products during a given period with respect to that in a chosen base period. Which of the following statement is correct? So yes, it is compiled by CS on monthly basis, so this is correct. And yes, it measures the short term changes in the volume of production during a given period with respect to a chosen base period. So every index does that. Answer is C, both 1 and 2. So 8 core industries comprising nearly 38% of the weight of items including in the IIP. So it is important. Question number 9, which of the following are the fundamental principles of Panchsheel? So which of the following are fundamental principles of Panchsheel? Non-alignment is not a fundamental principle of Panchsheel. Peaceful coexistence is yes there. Mutual respect for each other's territory, mutual non-aggression is also there. Answer is D, that is 2, 3, 4. Then you have peaceful coexistence and you have equality and cooperation for mutual benefit. So I'll tell you the 5 principles now. So the major 5 principles of Panchsheel. Basically, this agreement was signed between Indochina and during 1950s between Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and China. So they said that these 5 agreements will be there: mutual respect for each other's territorial integrity, mutual non-aggression, mutual non-interference in each other's internal affairs, equality and cooperation for mutual benefit, and peaceful coexistence. So these are the major 5 principles of Panchsheel. Now last question for the day is, which of the following statements on Chabahar Port are correct? It is located in the Arabian Sea coast of Pakistan and is a part of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, that is CPEC. And proposals have been made to integrate Chabahar Port with the International North-South Transport Corridor. Which of the following statement is correct? So the statement first is wrong because Chabahar Port is located in Iran on the Gulf of Oman. This is wrong. And second statement is correct. So answer is B, that is 2 only. So Chabahar Port is located in Iran on the Gulf of Oman, and India and Iran have a long-standing agreement which was signed in 2002 to develop Chabahar Port into the full deep sea port. And India has a strategic interest over the port. It has long-term plans to integrate Chabahar with the international North-South transport corridor so that we can have seamless trade to Europe and other countries. So thank you for watching this lesson. Have an awesome day. Hey guys, what's up? So let us discuss the MCQs today, and they will be based on the 14th March 2017 current affairs, and obviously they are presented by me, Roman Seni. Instructions are pretty clear, so let's get started. Question number 1, consider the following statements on butterfly. They are considered as key indicators of the health of local ecosystem. 100% correct. They have short life cycles and thus react to environmental changes very quickly. This is also 100% correct. Answer is C, both 1 and 2. So butterflies are increasingly being recognized as valuable environmental indicators, both for their rapid and sensitive responses to subtle habitat or climatic changes, and as representatives for the diversity and responses of other wildlife. And as you might know that insects constitute more than 50% of all the terrestrial wildlife species, and therefore it is crucial to assess the fate of insect groups in order to monitor the overall state of biodiversity. Insects are they have the most number of species on this planet Earth in all the animals. Question number 2, which of the following statements on endosulfan are correct? It is a widely banned pesticide with hazardous effects on human genetic and endocrine system. 100% correct. India is a signatory to the Stockholm Convention of 2011 that negotiated a global ban on the manufacture and use of endosulfan. Which of the following statement is correct? Here, the answer is C, that both the statement is correct. Endosulfan is known for its neurotoxicity, bioaccumulation, and endocrine disruption. Bioaccumulation means that it gets accumulated in the live tissues, and biomagnification means that its concentration increases as you go up the chain. So DDT increases in the birds, and that's why their shells break. And it was sprayed on like cashew nuts, cotton, fruits. Kasaragod district of Kerala is very famous for endosulfan related issues. Tea, paddy, tobacco for control of pests including white flies, aphids, beetles, worms, etc. Question number 3, anti-helminthic drugs are used for which of the following? So basically anti-helminthic drugs, they are anti-parasites, so obviously they are used for parasites. Helminths are the roundworms, okay, they are the worms, okay. So anti-helminthics are the medications which are used to eradicate parasitic worms, helminths from the human body. And like there is a national deworming. It's usually used in children because they have a lot of worms inside their belly. And albendazole tablets are commonly used, and they reduce the burden of parasitic worms in the community. So they are used by the PSM departments. It is used as an anti-helminthic drug. Question number 4, consider the following statements on UNCLOS, that is United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. It defines the rights and responsibilities of nations with respect to the uses of the world's oceans and its marine natural resources. And India is a party to the UNCLOS, that is United Nations Convention on the Law of the Seas. Which of the following statement is correct? Yes, India is a party to UNCLOS. Yes, it defines the rights and responsibility of nation. Answer is C, that is 1 and 2 here. Okay, so solution is C here, and both these statements are correct. The Commission of Legal Continental Shelf, to which India has decided not to field a candidate for the scientific body's upcoming election, is part of the UNCLOS. And Commission of Legal Continental Shelf is a 21-person body that decides what portion of the seabed can be exclusively mined for natural resources such as oil, precious metals and minerals. So answer is C. Question number 5. Consider the following statements on Srinagar-Jammu National Highway. So it is a part of India's longest national highway. Yes, it is part of the India's longest national highway, which runs from Srinagar to Kanyakumari, and it is NH44. And India's longest road tunnel is being constructed in this highway section. This is also correct. This is called as Patni Top Tunnel. So answer is C here. That is both 1 and 2 are correct. So Srinagar Jammu National Highway is a part of NH44 that runs from Srinagar to Kanyakumari. And Patni Top Tunnel, it is also known as the Chenani Nashri Tunnel. And it is a road tunnel under construction in this section, which is the longest or 9.2 km of its kind in India. Question number 6. There exists a close parallelism between the latitudinal zonation and altitudinal zonation of biomes. This is correct. Mount Kenya and Mount Chimborazo are exceptions to the parallelism between latitudinal and altitudinal zonation of biomes. This is wrong. This is absolutely wrong, because despite being on equator, their top is covered by ice cap. So that is the exact example of parallelism between latitude and altitude. So answer is both. Answer is A, that is one only, because second statement is wrong. So as I was saying, the both have the ice capped peaks at Mount Kenya and Mount Chimborazo, which are located close to equator, are perfect examples to the parallelism between latitudinal and altitudinal zonation of biomes. Question number 7. Consider the following statements regarding Rashtriya Arogya Nidhi RAN. So it aims to provide financial assistance to patients living below poverty line and suffering from major life-threatening diseases. So this is correct. The financial assistance is released in form of direct benefit transfer to the patient. This is wrong. It is given as a one-time grant. Okay, that is wrong. The answer is A only, 1. So statement 2 is incorrect, as the scheme involves disbursal of financial assistance to patients through one-time grant. And Rashtriya Arogya Nidhi RAN was formerly known as National Illness Assistance Fund, and it covers the treatment for life-threatening diseases and ailments at any government hospital. And diseases of common nature and diseases for which treatment is available free of cost under other health scheme program are not eligible for grants under RAN. So it is a common sense. If you are already covered, then why will it covered here? Question number 8. Which of the following are correctly matched? So if you see, ISO height means it is related to annual rainfall. It is not related to sunshine. This is wrong. And ISO health is related to sunshine, and it is not related to annual rainfall. So first is fourth is 1. Second is 100% correct. Bar means pressure, so equal atmospheric pressure. Therm means temperature, so equal thermal temperature. Answer is A, that is 2 and 3. 1 and 4 are cross matched. So ISO height refers to a line on map connecting points having the same mean annual rainfall, while ISO health on the other hand refers to a line on a map connecting points having equal sunshine distribution. Question number 9. Which of the following are compiled by the Central Statistical Office CSO? So National Accounts, Index of Industrial Production, Consumer Prices Index, all the three are basically compiled by the Central Statistical Office CSO. So answer is D, 1, 2, 3. So Central Statistical Office is responsible for coordination of statistical activities in the country and for evolving and maintaining statistical standards, and its activities includes compilation of national accounts, conduction of annual survey of industries and economic censuses, and compilation of index of industrial production and consumer price indexes. Very, very important. CSO short note can be asked. Please remember everything from it. Last question for the day is, which of the following statements is correct on Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana? It is implemented through PPP, 100% correct. It is implemented through National Skill Development Corporation. This is also correct. Answer is C, both 1 and 2. So Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas means, Kaushal means skill, Vikas means development, Pradhan Mantri means Prime Minister, Yojana means scheme. It aims to offer 24 lakh Indian youth meaningful, industry relevant and skill based training, and it is approved for another 4 years to benefit 10 million youth. And the National Skill Qualification Framework and industry defined standards will be fundamental to the skill development, and under this scheme the trainees will be offered a financial reward and a certification on successful completion of training and assessment, which will help them in securing a job for better future. So thank you for watching this lesson. Have an awesome day. Hey guys, what's up? So let us discuss the MCQs based on 15th March 2017 current affairs, and this is presented by me, Roman Seni. So instructions are pretty clear. You can watch the Hindu summary editorial analysis here before or after attempting the questions, and as soon as the question appears, please pause the video and answer the question and resume it. Question number 1. Consider the following statements on Interstate River Water Disputes Amendment Bill of 2017. So it proposed a single standing tribunal with multiple benches for all interstate river water disputes instead of existing multiple tribunals. Yes, as per the bill, a dispute resolution committee (DRC) will be established by the central government before any interstate river water dispute is referred to the tribunal. So both these options are correct. Answer is C, that is both 1 and 2. So the Interstate River Water Dispute Amendment Bill of 2017, it was introduced in the Lok Sabha on 14th March of this month. So today is 15th, and it proposes to streamline the adjudication of interstate river water disputes and make the present legal and institutional architecture under Interstate Water Dispute Act of 1956 robust and transparent. So it is very important for you to get this straight. Okay. Then question number 2. Which of the following statements on Thane Creek is or are correct? The area along the western bank of Thane Creek has been declared as a flamingo sanctuary. Okay. Statement 2 is Jawaharlal Nehru Port is accessed via Thane Creek. So yes, both of the statements are again correct. Answer is C, both 1 and 2. So both these statements are correct. So you should know about these things. Madhukar Gupta committee that was recently on the news is related to which of the following? So it is basically to strengthen border protection and addressing various vulnerabilities in fencing along the Indo-Pakistan border. This was related to Madhukar Gupta committee. So the committee constituted under the chairmanship of Shri Madhukar Gupta. He gave recommendation to the government of India on the issues of threats and border protection, assessment of force level deployment on the border, infrastructure and technology issues for protection of border, and administrative issues. So here the answer is C. Question number 4. Consider the following statements on gravitational forces of the earth. These forces are greater near the poles and less at the equator, and the difference in gravity values gives clues on the distribution of material in the earth's crust. So which of the following statement is correct? Here both of these statements are correct. Answer is C, both 1 and 2. So the greater the distance from the center of earth at equator than at poles, and it is attributed for the relatively less gravity values at the equator. So here both these statements are correct. So these are the basic questions. If you read NCRTs properly, then you will get them correct. Answer is C, both 1 and 2. Question number 5. Consider the following statements. Okay, Goa is the first state to achieve 100% primary education. Okay, this is wrong. Kerala is the first state to achieve total primary education. This is 100% wrong. Second statement is Telangana is the first state to make gender education compulsory in schools. Yes, this is correct. Answer is B, that is 2 only. So as I was saying, Kerala is the first state in India to achieve total primary education, and it is important to recollect the state government's Atulyam program aimed at ensuring total primary education equivalent to standard 4 of formal education. So this was it. Then question number 6. Consider the following statements on Shanghai Cooperation Organization. So it is considered as a countermeasure to the growing influence of North Atlantic Treaty Organization NATO, and both India and Pakistan have signed memorandum of obligation to join SC as members. Which of the following statement is correct? Here answer is C, both 1 and 2. Both these statements are absolutely correct, and both India and Pakistan signed the memorandum of obligation last year at Tashkent, Uzbekistan, to join SCO as full-fledged members. So here answer is C. Question number 7. Consider the following statements regarding National Agricultural Fair Krashi Unnati Mela. Krashi means farming, Unnati means like promotion or development or anything related to development. Mela means fair, 2017. So it is being organized as part of Make in India program. Okay, so this is organized by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. So this is wrong, and it is expected to benefit the farming community and all stakeholders of agricultural development by enabling a platform for agri products, technology and services. This is correct. Answer is B, 2 only. So statement 1 is incorrect, as the Krashi Unnati Mela 2017 is being organized by Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, and FICCI is the project management partner for the fair, and the fair will feature live crop demonstration, protected cultivation of vegetable and flowers, display of cut flowers, exotic vegetables and fruits, sale of seeds of high yielding varieties, and interface of the farmers with agro industries personnel. Question number 8, which of the following pairs are correctly matched? So they are like very very famous islands. Galapagos Island, everybody should know, Charles Darwin went there. It is in Ecuador, so this is wrong. Easter Island is in Chile, so first and second are wrong. If you can see, first and second are wrong, then the only option that can be correct is C. So anybody who knows Galapagos Island, it is just next to Ecuador. If you just know that Galapagos Island are in Ecuador, then A is eliminated, B is eliminated, D is eliminated. The only option that can be correct is here. So it is C3 only. So sorry for this A. So Galapagos Island is in Ecuador, Easter Island is in Chile, Canary Island is in Spain. Okay. So 9th question, which of the following statements on Saturn's largest moon Titan is or are correct? It is claimed as the only moon in the solar system that has a thick nitrogen rich atmosphere. It is claimed to receive hydrocarbon rain composed of liquid ethane and methane, and NASA's Cassini's-Huygens mission is one of the primary source of information on Titan. So here all the statements are correct. That is D, 1, 2, 3. So the Mercury-sized Titan, it is Saturn's largest moon, and it features lakes that receive hydrocarbon rain composed of liquid ethane and methane, which are considered the building blocks of life. So people think that there might be life here. And the last question for the day is, which of the following statements on CBI is or are correct? It was established on the recommendation of Swan Singh Committee. No, fundamental duties were established on recommendation of Swan Singh Committee. It was established on Santhanam Committee on Prevention of Corruption recommendation. It derives its power from the Central Reserve Police Force Act of 1949. No. It derives its power from Delhi Special Police Establishment Act of 1946. Why will it derive from CRPF? It does not make even any sense. So here answer is D, none of the above. Yes. So both these statements are incorrect. So Santhanam Committee on Prevention of Corruption is from 1962 to 1964, and they recommended the establishment of CVC, Central Vigilance Commission. Now on the other hand, Swan Singh Committee recommended addition of fundamental duties to the Indian Constitution, and CBI was established in 1963, deriving its power from the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act of 1946. So thank you for watching this lesson. Have an awesome day. Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to discuss the MCQs based on 16th March 2017, and these are the current affairs which you should understand, and the instructions are pretty clear, so I don't have to say anything about it. Consider the following statements on National Disaster Management Services (NDMS). It aims to provide fail-safe communication infrastructure and technical support for emergency operations center operations across the country, and it is based on providing reliable, very small aperture terminal communication backed up with terrestrial network and HF radios. Select the correct statements. So both of the statements are correct here. Answer is C, both 1 and 2. So NDMS, which stands for, as I've already spoken, National Disaster Management Services, it is an integrated approach that attempts to provide reliable telecommunication infrastructure, assist disaster management and other governmental agencies, along with local administration in taking appropriate decisions at time of disasters. And the pilot projects have been conceived for 120 locations. Question number 2, which of the following statements on World Heritage Convention is or are correct? It provides monetary support to assist countries in identifying, preserving and promoting World Heritage Sites. It is under the aegis of United Nations Environment Programme. Which of the following statement is correct? Here the statement 2 is incorrect, so this is wrong. This is definitely wrong because it is under UNESCO, that is United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Statement 1 is correct here because it does provide monetary support to World Heritage Sites so that they can be identified, preserved and promoted. Answer is A1 only. So it is under UNESCO, and upon ratification the World Heritage Fund is made accessible annually. About $4 million is made available to assist parties in identifying, preserving and promoting World Heritage Sites, and emergency assistance may also be made available for urgent action to repair damage caused by human-made or natural disasters. Question number 3. Which of the following best explains the concept of photoperiodism? Photo means light, periodism means something related to time. So this is absolutely correct. The flowering of plants in response to the relative length of light and dark period. So this is called as photoperiodism. So answer is A. So sunlight plays a major role in inducing the process of flowering in plants, and this flowering response in plants to the relative length of light and dark periods within a 24-hour cycle, this is called as photoperiodism. Now you need to know that every plant has a specific critical period of light duration which is needed for flowering, otherwise flowering will not happen. And in order to flower, they must be exposed to either more or less light hour than that of critical period. Based on flowering responses to light duration, plants have been classified into long day plants, short day plants, day neutral plants. You don't need to understand much more, but just remember photoperiodism. Question number 4. Consider the following statements on Election Commission of India. The Election Symbols, Reservation and Allotment Order of 1968 empowers the Election Commission to recognize political parties and allot symbols. This is correct. It is the only authority to decide issues relating to disputes among rival factions of a political party or a merger of rival groups. So which of the following is correct? So answer is C, that is both 1 and 2 are correct here. So under paragraph 15 of the Election Symbols, Reservation and Allotment Order of 1968, Election Commission of India decide disputes among various factions or groups within a recognized political party taking claim to its name and poll symbol. So answer is C, that is both 1 and 2 are correct. Question number 5. Which of the following are landlocked countries? So Cambodia is not landlocked country. Obviously it is South China Sea is there, so how can it be landlocked? So this is wrong. Azerbaijan is a landlocked country because Baku is on the capital of it's a capital of Azerbaijan. It's on sea, but it is not technically sea. It is a lake. So can you name that sea where Azerbaijan's capital Baku is located? Belarus is again a landlocked country. Turkey is 100% surrounded by Mediterranean Sea, which is an actual sea because it connects to Atlantic Ocean. So Turkey cannot be there, absolutely wrong. So here the answer is 2 and 3 only, that is B. So as I was saying, Cambodia have access to South China Sea in the Gulf of Thailand region, and here Mediterranean Sea is there for Turkey. Question number 6. Consider the following statements on Indian Institutes of Information Technology Public-Private Partnership PPP Bill of 2017. It aims to grant statutory status to 15 IIIT in PPP and declare them as institutions of national importance. It provides for monetary assistance to those IIITs from the central government. So second statement is wrong. First statement is correct. Answer is A, that is 1 only. So statement 2 is incorrect as there is no financial implication with regard to the proposed IIIT bill, and the bill will declare the existing IIIT in PPP as institutes of national importance with power to award degrees. This will entitle them to use the nomenclature of BTech or MTech or PhD degrees as issued by a university or institution of national importance. Question number 7. Consider the following statements regarding BRICS. China is the current BRICS chair, 100% correct. New Development Bank established by BRICS is headquartered in China. It is in Shanghai, yes, which is in China. Answer is C, both 1 and 2. The New Development Bank established by BRICS is headquartered in Shanghai, China, and BRICS Contact Group on Economic and Trade Issues meeting is slated for early next week in Beijing, and China is pushing investment facilitation and e-commerce related issues in the BRICS forum lately. So answer is C. Question number 8. Which of the following sector is associated with cabotage tax? So here cabotage is the practice of imposing restrictions for movement of domestic cargo by foreign flag vessels. So here answer is B, so it is shipping related to that, and cabotage restrictions are applicable in most countries to protect the domestic shipping industry from foreign competition as well as for the purpose of national security. So answer is B. Question number 9. Which of the following statements on CBCR are correct? Its members are appointed by a committee consisting of Prime Minister, Speaker of Lok Sabha, Home Minister, Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha. Itne log nahi yaar, there are only 3 people: Prime Minister, Union Home Minister and Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha. Okay, so the Speaker of Lok Sabha is not there, so this is wrong. Its members can be removed only on the grounds of proved misbehavior or incapacity. This is also wrong, like a lot of offences, moral turpitude, and did not had paid employment outside. So this answer is D, none of the above. So both these statements are incorrect, and the members of CBC are appointed by a committee consisting of Prime Minister, Union Home Minister, Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha. And apart from proved misbehavior or incapacity, President may also remove CVC or any vigilance commissioner if he or she is convicted of an offence which may involve moral turpitude, or if engages during terms of office in any paid employment outside the duties of his or her office, or in the opinion of the President, he is unfit to continue in office by reason of infirmity of mind, means any diseases of mind or body, or has acquired such financial or other interest. Last question for the day is: which of the following statements on election to local bodies is or are correct? State election commissioner who oversees the local body election is appointed and removed by the governor. So here he is appointed by the governor, but he is removed like a high court judge. So governor can't remove it. Okay, so president has to remove him. So this is wrong. and all the elections to rural and urban local bodies are compulsorily held on party lines. No, 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 it is not at all mandatory. So it is debated that it should be on party lines, but this is not mandatory. Answer is D, none of the above. So state election commissioner is appointed by governor, but he is removed in a manner as provided for removal of a judge of high court, that is by precedent only. And it is not mandatory that all the elections to rural and urban bodies are held on party lines, but it is being debated to make it on party lines in recent times. So answer is D. So thank you for watching this lesson. Have an awesome day. Guys, what's up? So today we are going to discuss the MCQs based on 17th March 2017 current affairs, and let us discuss them. Instructions are pretty clear, so let's get started. The Swachhata Pakhwada program was organized by which of the following? So it was organized by WCD, that is Ministry of Women and Child Development. People usually think it is sanitation because it's Swachhata and all, so that is why this was confusing, so I thought I'll include this. Swachhata Pakhwada was organized between 1st to 15th March 2017 because of like along International Women's Day, and the theme of the Swachhata Pakhwada observed by WCD Ministry was to spread Swachhata. Swachhata means cleanliness, by the way, and implementation across the country with a focus on role of women, children in taking a leadership role for community-led sanitation initiatives. Question number 2. Which of the following statements on trade infrastructure for export scheme ties are correct? It proposes to bridge infrastructure gap and provide forward and backward linkages to units engaged in trade activities. 100% correct. The scheme would focus on custom checkpoints, last mile connectivity, border hearts, and integrated checkpost. Which of the following statement is correct? So here answer is C, that is both 1 and 2. So both the statements are correct here. So trade infrastructure for export scheme ties, which is to be implemented from 1st April 2017. It would have a budgetary allocation of 600 crore for 3 years with an annual outlay of rupees 200 crore. And 5% of the grant approved would be useful for appraisal, review and monitoring, and it will be implemented from 2017-18 till 2019-20. And the center's funding, it will be in the form of grant in aid, which will normally not more than the equity being put by the implementing agency or 50% of the total equity in the project. And like always, like northeastern states, Himalayan states, Jammu and Kashmir, this will go up to 80% of the total equity. And grant in aid ceiling normally will be 20 crore for each infrastructure project. Question number 3. Which of the following best represent the mandate of National Water Development Agency? So it is basically to study feasibility of the links under peninsular and Himalayan component of National Perspective Plan. So it was established in 1982 to do exactly this. Like others are look like they are correct, but they are absolutely wrong. So it was established in 1992 by Government of India as a registered society, National Water Development Agency. It studies the feasibility of the links under peninsular component of National Perspective Plan, and later it resolved to take up the studies of the Himalayan component also. So your answer is A. Question number 4. Consider the following statements on clean environment cess. It is levied as a duty of excise on coal, lignite and peat. It goes for funding research projects in clean and renewable energy to reduce dependence on fossil fuels. So which of the following statement is correct? So obviously it is correct, it is also correct. Both are like logical. If first is correct, second also is correct. Here answer is C, 1 and 2. So it is nothing but a carbon tax. It is just a fancy way of saying carbon tax. It involves a duty on excise, coal, lignite, peat, and which are these specified in the 10th schedule to the Finance Act of 2010. And the cess amount will goes to the National Clean Energy Fund, which funds research, innovative projects in clean energy, renewable energy sector, etc. Question number 5. Which of the following are psychological eating disorders? Okay. PTSD usually happens when person goes through trauma. It has nothing to do with eating. Especially happens in soldiers who are fighting war outside the country, inside the country, terrorist victims, etc. So PTSD is not there. Binge eating, so obviously it is name is eating, it is in binging means like you eat a lot in a very short of time, especially fried food, soda, etc. Anorexia nervosa is usually it happens in females where they stop eating and they lose a lot of weight. Like just talking in layman terms, bulimia is like you eat a lot then you vomit it out. Absolutely in layman's term. I can go on in detail but I don't want to. C is 2, 3, 4. So post-traumatic stress disorder, more of a mental disorder that can develop after a person. So it involves inadequate food intake. You can read more about here. And bulimia nervosa is like you eat excessive quantities. Then purge means vomiting, diuretics, laxatives, etc. Binge eating is like he eats a lot and it involves shame or guilt regarding the binges. Question number 6. Consider the following statements on coal bed methane (CBM). It is a traditional source of methane energy. Okay, this is absolutely wrong. It is a very unconventional source of natural gas. So this is wrong. It's not a traditional source at all. Its extraction requires drilling wells into currently active coal seams where mining is being carried out, as well as in unminable coal seams that are deep and poor in concentration. Which of the following is correct? So first statement is wrong, second is correct. Answer is 2 only, that is B. So statement 1 is incorrect. Coal bed methane is an unconventional source of natural gas that is seen as an alternative source of hydrocarbon energy, and CBM is formed during the process of coalification, that is the transformation of organic material into coal, and its extraction requires drilling wells into the coal seams and removing water contained in the seam to reduce hydrostatic pressure and release the gas out of the coal. And India formulated a CBM policy in 1997, which explored and exploited the provision of Oil Fields Regulation and Development Act of 1948 and Petroleum and Natural Gas Rules of 1959, overseen by Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. And the Gondwana sediments of eastern India host the bulk of India's coal reserves and all the current CBM producing blocks. Question number 7. Consider the following statements regarding Consumer Protection Act of 1986. It provides for a 3-tier structure of the national and state commissions and district forums for speedy resolution of consumer disputes. This is correct. And National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission is established under the CPA 1986. This is also correct. Answer is C, that is both 1 and 2. So both these statements are correct here. And National Consumer Disputes Redressal Commission is a quasi-judicial. Quasi means half, semi, and set up in 1988 under the Consumer Protection Act of 1986, and it is headed by a sitting or retired judge of the Supreme Court of India. All these facts are very, very important. Usually they are asked in the exam. Question number 8. Which of the following sea divides Australia and New Zealand? So anybody who has watched even 5% cricket in their lifetime, they know that Australia and New Zealand are called as trans-Tasman rivals because they are separated by Tasman Sea. Ricky Ponting belongs to Tasmania city, Hobart city in Tasmania, which is an island just next to Australia. That is why the sea is called as Tasman Sea. So this is Australia, this is Tasmania, where Hobart is here. Hobart Hurricanes is the team from Big Bash League. This is Tasman Sea, this is New Zealand. So they are trans-Tasman rivals. So Tasman Sea is a section of southwestern Pacific Ocean between the southeastern coast of Australia and Tasmania on the west and New Zealand on the east. So which of the following statements on National Fisheries Development Board is or are correct? It is an autonomous organization working under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. This is wrong. They work under Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. It is to provide modern infrastructure mechanisms for effective management and development of ornamental fisheries in India. This is correct. So answer is B, 2 only. Statement 1 is incorrect, as the NFDB is associated with the Department of Animal Husbandry, Dairying and Fisheries, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, and a pilot scheme for promoting ornamental fisheries sector with an outlay of 61 crore is on the anvil, with NFDB as the nodal agency for implementation. So answer is B. Last question for the day is, which of the following departments agencies deals with currency or banknote related policy formulation at present? So it is the Department of Economic Affairs under Ministry of Finance. So answer is B. So Department of Economic Affairs is one of the 5 departments under the Ministry of Finance that deals with policy formulation in respect of currency or banknotes and coins. It also oversees the production, planning and printing or minting of currency notes and coins. And objective of RBI is to regulate the issue of banknotes, keeping of reserves with a view to securing monetary stability in India, and generally to operate the currency and credit system of the country to its advantage. So thank you for watching this lesson. Have an awesome day. Hey guys, what's up? So let us discuss the MCQs based on 18 March 2017 current affairs, and this is presented by me, Roman Seni. So let's get started. Instructions are pretty clear. Question number 1. The term Leher is associated with which of the following? Mass movement of surface material in geomorphology. So Leher means a wave. So yes, it means mass movement. So it is, if you know Hindi, you will get it correct. So its answer is A. So Leher may be defined as debris flow composed of a significant component of volcanic materials including slurry of pyroclastic material, rocky debris and water. And Leher is an Indonesian term for a volcanic mud flow, and generally lehers are produced by intense rainfall during or after an eruption. So you can make a mnemonic, because leher in Hindi also means wave, so you can make similar mnemonic, okay, whatever helps you in remembering it. So that's how I remember it. Question number 2. Which of the following statements on mitochondria are correct? They function as energy generating organelles inside eukaryotic cell of living organism. 100% correct. Faulty mutations of mitochondrial DNA can cause disorders that are often incurable and inherited. but they are curable technically using, since they are using often incurable, so this is correct. But they are saying they are absolutely incurable, that will be wrong, because there is a 3-parent therapy which UK has, and you can have mitochondria replaced by other mitochondria, and mitochondria are only transferred by mother to their babies. Okay, father cannot transfer mitochondria. Answer is C, both on 1 and 2. So mitochondria, an organelle that helps produce energy for the cell, is only found in eukaryotes, organism with relatively large complex cells that includes everything from one-celled parameciums to plants, fungi and animals. And mitochondrial disease are often incurable conditions passed down the maternal line that affects more than 6,500 children worldwide. Question number 3, which of the following best defines the term fiscal marksmanship? So fiscal marksmanship is basically, marksmanship is like how accurate you are. So precision, accuracy, these are the terms which will be related with marksmanship. So precision of targets and estimates in the official documents related to fiscal policy. So fiscal marksmanship refers to precision or accuracy of forecast. So it can be asked, marksman, like a bowler, Glenn McGrath is a marksman because he always pitch at the same line. An archer can be a marksman, a darts player can be a marksman. And it was used multiple times in Economic Survey 12-13 by the 10th Chief Economic Advisor. And this year's few terms include helicopter hoover, helicopter drop, balance sheet syndrome, etc. Question number 4, which of the following are under the mandate of UNFPA, that is United Nations Population Fund? Okay. Census calculation, no, it is not there. Poverty reduction, definitely not there. Reproductive health, yes, population is directly related to reproductive health. And gender equality also comes into the picture. So here answer is D, 3 and 4 only. So UNFPA aims to expand the possibilities for women and young people to lead healthy and productive lives, and it works on the fields of sexual and reproductive health, gender equality, basic human rights. And mission statement of UNFPA is the lead UN agency for delivering a world where every pregnancy is wanted, every childbirth is safe, and every young person's potential is fulfilled. And other mandate is to build the knowledge and the capacity to respond to needs in population and family, to promote awareness in both developed and developing countries of population problems and possible strategy to deal with these, and assist population problems in the forms and means best suited to the individual countries. Question number 5, which of the following are part of the Council of Ministers? Parliamentary secretaries, yes, a parliamentary secretary often holds the rank of Minister of the State and has the same entitlement and is assigned to a government department. So yes, this is correct. Cabinet ministers, obviously deputy ministers, ministers of state. So the only confusion was between C and D. So answer is D, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I have already told about this. And many states in the Indian Union have instituted the post of parliamentary secretary. And secretaries is ultra vires the 91st Amendment of the Indian Constitution, which introduced Article 164(1)(a) of the Constitution, which limits the number of ministers, including Chief Minister, to 15% of total seats of Legislative Assembly. So if you have 100 seats, only 15 can be minister, and in UP, if you have 400 seats, then only 60 can be minister. So got it? Only 15%. And it applies to the Lok Sabha as well. And appointing parliamentary secretaries of the rank and status of a cabinet minister is in violation to Article 164(1)(a) said by the Division Bench, Bombay High Court. Question number 6. Consider the following statements on National Productivity Council. It was established under the Make in India campaign. It provides training, consultancy and undertakes research in the area of industrial productivity in India. Statement 1 is incorrect because it was established way back about 60 years ago in 1958. So this is wrong. Make in India is just a few years old campaign. Answer is B, 2 only. So it was an autonomous agency in 1958. It works under Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. It is a tripartite, non-for-profit organization with equal representation from the government, employers, workers' organization, apart from technical and professional institutions, including members from local productivity councils and Chamber of Commerce on its governing body. Question number 7. Consider the following statements regarding National Health Policy of 2017. It proposes to increase the share of public health expenditure to 2.5% of India's GDP in time-bound manner. Proactive engagement of the private sector to fill the critical gaps in achieving universal health coverage and related targets. Yes, both the statements are correct related to National Health Policy of 2017. Answer is C, both 1 and 2. So National Health Policy 2017 seeks to reach everyone in a comprehensive, integrated way to move towards wellness, and it aims at achieving universal health coverage and delivering quality healthcare services to all at affordable cost. And its main objective is to achieve the highest possible level of good health, well-being through a preventive and promotive healthcare orientation in all developmental policies, and to achieve universal access to good quality healthcare services without anyone having to face financial hardship as a consequence. Question number 8. Scarborough Shoal is located in which of the following regions? So like it is a very prominent regions, and it is a disputed territory between China, Taiwan and Philippines. So you might have guessed it right. Everything is related these days to South China Sea. Answer is B. So this is Scarborough Shoal, as you can see, and this is Philippines, this is Taiwan, and this is mainland China. So you can see it is being disputed between these three countries. Answer is B. Question number 9. Which of the following, okay, it is my own college. Which of the following statements on AIIMS are correct? It enjoys institutional national importance. Yes, 100% correct. And it is a subsidiary organization under Medical Council of India. No, yaar, it is AIIMS Act was established by Parliament of 1956, and recently we celebrated our like 50 years golden jubilee, and this is 100% wrong. Answer is A1 only. And earlier the AIIMS was there in New Delhi only, but now there are 10 AIIMS, like more than that. And statement 2 is incorrect, as AIIMS is a statutory organization established under AIIMS Act of 1956 to serve as a nucleus for nurturing excellence in all aspects of healthcare. It is an autonomous institution of national importance, and Rajkumari Amrit Kaur, Health Minister, still her name is there in our OPD, and Jawaharlal Nehru, and recommendation of Bohr Committee, and like almost £1 million were given by New Zealand under Colombo Plan, so that AIIMS could be established. Last question of the day is, in India, Nor waters form a typical climate feature for which of the following seasons? So they do it in pre-monsoon summer season जो होता है ना आपका जून वाला जो season होता है May June. So that's where nor'westers come. So nor'westers are dreaded evening thunderstorm Bengal, Assam, and their notorious nature can be understood from the local nomenclature of Kal Baisakhi. So Kal Baisakhi means like calamity, disaster in the month of Baisakh. And these showers are useful for tea, jute and rice cultivation. And in Assam, these storms are called as Bardoli Chidha. So thank you for watching this lesson. Have an awesome day. Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to discuss the MCQs for UPSC prelims based on today's current affairs, that is 19th March 2017, and this is presented by me, Roman Seni. So instructions are pretty clear, so you can follow them here. Question number 1. Under which of the following cases can the court interfere in the removal of a governor of a state? The mere reason that a governor is at variance with the policies and ideologies of central government? Yes, it can be done. Yes. If the governor is removed in arbitrary, capricious or unreasonable manner? Yes. Merely insufficient reason given by the Indian government? No, this cannot be done. So answer is B, that is 1 and 2. So in BP Singhal versus Union of India 2010, Supreme Court laid down some binding principles in this regard. The court can interfere when change in central government cannot be a ground for removal of governors or to appoint more favorable persons to this post. The removal was arbitrary, whimsical or mala fide. Mala fide means bad intention, and being called upon by court to disclose reasons if government did not disclose any or the reasons were arbitrary or irrelevant. However, court will not interfere only on the ground that an alternative view is available or reasons are insufficient. So answer is B. Question number 2. Which of the following statements on polymer banknotes are correct? They are expected to last longer than traditional paper currencies. Okay, they are proposed to introduce to check the menace of black money in India. This is wrong, absolutely wrong. Answer is A1 only. So statement 2 is incorrect, as the phenomenon of black money in an economy does not depend. How does it matter if it is paper or plastic or whatever it is? Okay, does not depend on the nature of currency notes in circulation. It depends on if you are cashless or not. That is a different issue. And the primary objective of introduction of polymer or plastic notes is to increase its life and not to combat counterfeiting, as existing notes already come with similar and sufficient security features. Advantages are they are cleaner, they have longer lifespan, and government is planning to introduce on trial basis rupees 10 notes in selected cities. So answer is A. Question number 3. The phrase equity reference framework is related to which of the following? So here the answer is C, that is it is related to climate change. So it is related to redistribution of burden of gap in meeting the target cut emissions in fighting climate change, which include both developed and developing and poor countries. At UNFPA Conference Party 19 in Warsaw 2013, EU and other allied groups demanded that there should be a process of reviewing targets of all countries to see if they collectively adapt to the level that keeps global temperature rise below 2 degrees Celsius, and any gap EU suggested should then be distributed within all countries, rich or poor, based on several parameters. Question number 4. Which of the following sectors are covered under priority sector lending in India? So here agriculture is covered, small car industry is covered, housing loans are but your car loans are not covered. Car is not considered a priority in India as of now. Answer is C, 1, 2, 4. So RBI has broadly categorized priority sectors into agriculture, allied sector, 100% should be there, MSMEs, 100% should be there, export, credit, social infrastructure, renewable energy, education and housing loans. See, all these are priority things, and that is why they are called as PSL, and there is a minimum mandate which banks need to give under these categories. Which of the following are part of appellate jurisdiction of Supreme Court of India? Appeals by special leave, 100% is there. Appeals in criminal cases, yes. Appeals in civil cases, yes. Appeals on constitutional matters, yes. All the four are there. Answer is D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Supreme Court of India enjoys a wide appellate jurisdiction in all cases under the four major heads: constitutional, civil, criminal and special leave appeals. And it is basically a court of appeal and hears cases on the judgment of the lower court. So answer is D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Question number 6. Consider the following statements on Chief Minister of a state. He is appointed by the governor of the state. Yes, obviously, he advises governor on the appointment of council of ministers, and the advice is bounding on the governor. Yes, 100%. You didn't see today Yogi Adityanath was he was sworn in by the governor, and he chose 43, 44 ministers along with him, and they will be selected as council of ministers. The governor can't change it, it's impossible. And the council of ministers are collectively responsible to chief minister. No. They are not responsible to chief minister, they are responsible to the legislative assembly. Similarly, in center, they are responsible to Lok Sabha. So answer is 1 and 2. So answer is B. Statement 3 is incorrect, as the council of ministers are collectively responsible to the legislative assembly of the state, and chief minister is also a part of council of ministers. Question number 7. Consider the following statements on DIPP, Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. It formulates policies relating to FDI and intellectual property rights. It facilitates technology induction in various sectors through foreign technology collaboration agreements. So which of the following is correct? Both these statements are correct here. Answer is C, both 1 and 2. So Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion under Ministry of Commerce and Industry facilitates foreign technology collaboration agreements which are approved either through the automatic route under the delegated power exercised by the RBI or by the government. Question number 8. Setu Bharatam. Setu means bridge. Bharatam means India. Initiative of the government of India is related to which of the following? So here it has to be as I am saying, anybody who knows basic Hindi, he knows that it is related to bridges on national highways. So answer is C, that is construction of bridges on national highway. So program aims at making all the national highways railway level crossing free by 2019. And Setu Bharatam is a program for bridge building to ensure seamless travel on national highways under MORTH, that is Ministry of Road, Transport and Highway. Question number 9. Which of the following are correct related to APMCs, that is Agricultural Produce Market Committees? It prevents the exploitation of farmers at the hands of intermediaries in selling their produce at a fair price. Yes, that is why they exist in the first place. National level e-NAM portal is a parallel agricultural platform for agricultural marketing. This is wrong. Answer is A, 1 only. So APMC is a statutory market committee constituted by a state government in respect of trade in certain notified agricultural, horticultural or livestock products. Statement 2 is incorrect because the e-NAM trading portal is not a parallel platform, but again it is essentially supported by a network of existing APMC markets. And NAM, that is National Agriculture Market, it is a pan-India electronic trading portal which networks the existing APMC mandis to create a unified national market for agricultural commodities. And this portal will eventually 585 mandis by March 2018, which will create a seamless national market for agricultural and horticultural produce in India. So answer is A. And last question for the day is retting is a technique which production of which of the following? Retting का मतलब होता है you basically there is a running water river and you just keep the jute stem in that so that lot of extraction of fiber becomes easier. जैसे मतलब पानी में पड़ा रहेगा तो it becomes easier. So answer is jute. That is why jute industries are near water. So retting is a fiber extraction process followed in the production of jute. It consists of bundling jute stems together, immersing them in slow running water of streams and rivers, and this requires fresh water bodies influencing the geography of jute production along perennial rivers and lakes. So they can ask you in mains why jute industries are located along rivers. So that is the answer, sir and ma'am, because of retting. Thank you for watching this lesson. Have an awesome day.